nigga was having butt-naked basketball parties. And I love basketball. But I don't love basketball like that, bitch.
All right, next up, I believe that's me, Jamie Foxx. Get on the mic for the symphony. Naked basketball games back in the day. He gonna tell a story about inviting the Olympic team. This is crazy stuff, but apparently this has been known. Wendy Williams talked about it. Katt Williams talked about it in his stand-up. Let's see what's going on.
I was never going to talk about the Jamie Foxx butt-naked basketball games, but since he's talking about it, I'm going to talk about it. Before I do, though, everything in this video is alleged, and for entertainment purposes only, I have to say that. Also, I value my own life. I'm so serious when I say that. I value my own life, okay? Because Diddy likes to do it. So, back in the 90s, my mom nicknamed Jamie Foxx. Like, if you take the O out of his name and replace it with a U, that's what she used to call him. But to his face is like a haha joke because he used to bang so many guys and girls in Hollywood. And he used to have these things called butt-naked basketball games, okay? He would invite over a lot of like Hollywood elite to his house for a basketball game, but it was men only. And they would be like, oh, we're just gonna get naked and play basketball. I was like, oh, haha, let's get naked and play basketball together, which is weird. And this happened in the 90s. So a lot of your like favorite celebrities were there, including someone who may or may not been married to someone who was drinking that lemonade. If you want to know like who was probably at these games, just look at like who P. Diddy and Jamie Foxx have been hanging around for years, especially the super successful ones. Usher was definitely there. Justin Bieber tried to warn you guys about this. I'm inserting these for proof. So I was talking about this with my friend the other day, and they texted me and was like, weren't we just talking about this? And I was like, what? Here's what the link said. But read what I said in response to that. Yeah. That's why I say I value my own life. Also, I feel like people are going to think that this is just about, like, black men. It's not. They were not discriminating. A lot of, like, famous white actors were there, too. And, side note, I know men that have been invited to the parties that knew about this. Like, if people at the radio station knew, like, come on, you think everybody didn't know? And they wouldn't go because they were like, we're not.
Jamie has a high booty and reportedly has naked basketball games with his friends at his house. Because Living Color was live, where he tried to pull your towel down and expose you.
Try to pull the Speedos off.
Oh, even
Right.
worse.
And-
Have you ever gone to any of his naked basketball games? I hear he has naked basketball games at his house.
No, I haven't.
Allegedly.
I haven't been there. You know.
Yeah. Well, then you're not really friends.
Yeah, I'm not really friends. You know what I mean?
I did a party for the whole Olympic basketball team. Everybody came except DeAndre Jordan and Harrison Barnes. Everybody else, Klay Thompson, Melo, so they all come to the crib. But I had David Blaine show up and did magic, right? I don't know if you ever seen him, but he just look at that, it's right there. He was pulling stuff out of people's faces and out their ass. I was like, it's crazy. But it's something about black people and magic. If the magic is too good, we get scared. He did something, and Kevin Durant, man, hold on. Diddy threw a party, and he said, yo, Playboy, this party costs $1.5 million to throw. I'm like, you're out of your mind. And I said, Puff, I'll throw you a party for $400. That will rival this party. So he came to LA to my modest little home. Yo, Playboy, I'm in town, make it happen. I said, cool. So I went to my little phones, called about 200 of the coolest people. They all came to my house, Puff showed up with, SUVs and FBI. It was just, it's great. We're all friends. We all hang out. He said, oh, man, this is great. And I said, yeah, but Puff, look over there on the dinner table. I got Kentucky Fried Chicken. I put it in a nice plate. I said, I got Coca-Cola. I put it in a picture. We're at $208, and we're killing it right now.
I would be in LA and I would leave the next day. I had a little joint in LA for a while, and the next day, and this happened more than once. We're going to Jamie's house. What's going on there? We got to write some party. We got to sign some form. You know what I mean? It's private. You only get done. Boom.
Yeah, but
I was like, what's going on up there? How many people is up there?
I went and met Hugh Hefner at 24, 25 when the Playboy Mansion was still relevant. Like no camera phones. It was still fly. It was still private. And I never seen nothing like that. Women had to actually send pictures in, and you get screened, and then you come in. I did get in the grotto with my girls. He allowed us to get in the grotto. I had 6 girls, and I said, I brought my own. I don't want to disrespect.
BYOG?
I did. I brought my dark skin. I had a Barbie doll. I had like Korean black. I said,
Blasian.
And I explained to him. I said, this is a new joint. I said, I know you got the blonde bunnies, but this is the new.
The mix
this
with
is
Blasian and
what's going
chocolate.
on.
Yeah, you got to know where this is going.
Right. So what happened was I took that and did my own version of it at my crib. So we would have topless volleyball on Mondays. And that went great until we invited the wrong person to do it. It was like the creep. Everybody, we had a creeper.
Yeah.
But other than that, it would be parties like I remember partying with Bobby Brown, vintage Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown is beatboxing while Michael Bay is over in the corner, and just fly stuff. I remember doing karaoke. We did this thing for Puff. 2000 did a party for Puff. I'm at a party in Philly. Puff said I spent $1.5 million for this party. I said what? I I said, buddy, you come to LA, I'll throw your party for $400. It will rival this. Not on the scale, but it will rival it.
Quality of individuals.
So he called your Playboy. Yo, Playboy, make that happen. Make it happen. You talk all that shit, make it happen, Playboy. I'm like, get my phone. I got 250 people in my small house that is vintage. Women that are very beautiful, but not too tight, but not slutty. Because it's early, it's during the day. So, it's doing this 2 o'clock. So I said, where you at? He gets there like 2 o'clock. And he's like, that's the girl from that show. I said, yeah, we all hang together. We ain't got no money, but we all hang together, right? Yeah. I said, look in the corner. There's Kentucky Fried Chicken, it's cola, $400. And the party was amazing. Hold on, let me back up. At the party, pop, and we ain't going nowhere day. And then on the corner, standing on the side of the in the house, this dude with a green jacket, like a sweat jacket on. No one knew who he was really. His name was Jay-Z. Missy Elliott had a room. She's amazing. As I'm walking into my garage, it's 2 dudes, one tall, one small, short. I'm like, yo, B, it's like this all the time. Like girls like this all the time. I said, yeah, who are you? Oh, we did Neptunes. I said, I heard you. What's your name? Yo, for real. I said, get on in there, man. To this day, if you ask Ben about that party, it was amazing. Now, there are elements to the party as it gets later. If we do say, okay, it's about 9:30, 10, we're going to ask all the Christians. So go ahead and grab the Bibles. Grab the Bibles.
Wait, so you don't do that no more? Wow. Days is done?
There's times when we do that. We just do it like...
Because it was a party. It was every month.
It was every day. Yeah. It was every day. 1999, we do a party every single day in the summer for my sister. We do a party every day. Now, with camera phones, etc., people say we just got to be a little different.
And more selective.
We was at the Jamie Foxx party. Bodyguard for Jamie Foxx. I go to the bathroom. You in there playing with each other. Like 5 in there playing with each other. Now, I'm new to this shit at the time. You feel me? Like, I'm from the streets, you hear me? I open the bathroom, I got a piss. I see this shit out of my blick, boy. What the going on? I couldn't believe that shit, bro. Damn, I ain't gonna lie, that shit pissed me off. I done was finna blow one of their ass down. Female get to screaming and shit, so I had to get on. Plus, I ain't want to front bro. Move, I ain't want to his business, what he had going on, but that shit, my